This question area, find the lower quartile, upper quartile, interquartile range, and the semi-interquartile range for the following data set. More barfile a data set. Always, if question area finder the lower quartile, upper quartile, or interquartile range, or even the median, the first thing make sure your data ya gago eba in the ascending order, meaning o thoma ka inyane and then o ya ka igolo. So the first thing, re beye this data in the ascending order. Re beye this data in the ascending order, re bala something like this one. So from there, re nyaka find the lower quartile. Ke tlo shumisha the position method. The position method, re find the position and then ra ya re lebelela on that position or what is our lower quartile. So the position method ya find the Q1. This one ke position ya find Q1. Ile kana le n plus 1 and then divide by 4. Remember quarter in rela or divide by 4. So this n get the number of values in our data set. So ro check out how many numbers. Rana le 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it means n it's 9. So rela ore rana le 9 plus 1 and then divide by 4. So 9 plus 1 get 10. So rana le 10 divide by 4. And then 10 divided by 4 ele kana le 2.5. So this 2.5 ga se Q1 ke position ya Q1. E re botsa gore gore re kgone kreya Q1 tshwanetse re ye position 2.5. So now e re boele back to our data. The one here dirilego in the ascending order. So this is position 1, position 2, and then obvious this is position 3. And then because this is 2.5, that's about 2.5 always eba between 2 and 3. So re la gore e mo magareng ga 4 and 5. Therefore ge re nyaka go find Q1, re Q1 ele kana le 4 plus 5 divided by 2 because e mo magareng ga 4 and 5. So ro ba le 9 divided by 2 and then 9 divided by 2 ile kana le 4.5. So this is our Q1. And then now let's find Q3. Finding Q3 re tlo dira in this way. Re tlo find the position. Re tlo re position ya Q3 ile kana le, and then the formula e re ke 3 at n plus 1 divided by 4. Ke re nyaka go find Q3. Remember ore n plus 1 over 4 already re kreile ore ke 2.5. So e re la ore mo re na le 2.5 times 3 and then 2.5 times 3 ke 7.5. So e re la ore Q3 re kreya in position 7.5. So ro dira the same thing, ro count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then this one get 8. So e re la ore 7.5 e mo between 7 and 11. So e re la ore finding Q3 kore Q3 ele kana le 7 plus 11 divided by 2, and then 7 plus 11 it's 18, and then 18 divided by 2, and then 18 divided by 2 get 9. So this is our Q3. So ka kgona bona gore it's very easy finding Q1 and Q3 shumisha the position formula. So anyway, let's find this one, the interquartile range. Actually, the interquartile range, you know about the difference between Q3 and Q1. So finding interquartile range le kana le Q3 minus Q1, and then our Q3 re kry-ile gore ke 9, and then our Q1 re kry-ile gore ke 4.5. So 9 minus 4.5 ile kana le 4.5. So this is our interquartile range. And then the last one is semi-interquartile range. So semi-interquartile range ile kana le interquartile range divided by 2. So re kry-ile our interquartile range gore ke 4.5. So re na le 4.5 divided by 2, and then 4.5 divided by 2 ile kana le 2.25. So this is our answer ya semi-interquartile range. So e re lebelele other examples, and then this example re na le this data. Re na le 50, 52, 60, 75, 78, 82 and 95. Nka kgona le lemoga gore this data is in ascending order, so e re la gore there is no need ya gore re rearrange. So now let's find Q1. Re tlo find the position at Q1. That's our position at Q1 ile kana le n plus 1 over 4, and then that's our n ke the number of values in our data set. So re na le 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So re la gore n ke 7. So ro ba le 7 plus 1 and then divide by 4. 7 plus 1 ke 8, and then 8 divided by 4 ke 2. So e re la gore ro kry-a Q1 ya rena in position 2. So this is position 1 and position 2. Therefore e re la gore our answer for Q1 ile kana le 52. And then what about Q3? Re tseba gore position ya Q3 ile kana le 3 at n plus 1 divided by 4. And then remember n plus 1 divided by 4 ke this one re kry-ile gore which is 2. So re la gore ro 3 and then times 2, and then 3 times 2 ke 6. So re la gore Q3 ya rena re wa find in position 6. So re na le 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So our Q3 is 82. So from there, finding interquartile range and semi-interquartile range is straightforward. Remember gore Q1 re kry-ile gore ke 52, and then Q3 re kry-ile gore ke 82. Then let's find interquartile range. Interquartile range le kana le Q3 minus Q1, and then which is 82 minus 52, and then 82 minus 52 get 30. So this is our interquartile range. And then now let's find the semi-interquartile range. Semi-interquartile range ile kana le interquartile range divided by 2. IQR divided by 2. So ke 30 divided by 2, and then 30 divided by 2 ke 15. So this is our answer. And then this question area, the following data represent the percentages obtained in grade 10 maths test. Find the 5-number summary and draw a box and whisker diagram. This question area find the 5-number summary and then draw a box and whisker diagram. Actually, the 5-number summary e summarize data ya rena in this way. The 5-number summary, the first thing re nyaka go find the minimum, and then ra find Q1, and then ra find Q2. Q2 ke the median, and then ra find Q3, and then the last one ke maximum. So that is why I read the 5-number summary: 1 2 3 4 5, and then from there wa lebelela data ya gago. But remember, always the first thing we are data ya gago in the ascending order, but go ka lebelela this one is already in the ascending order. So minimum re nyaka nomoro e nyane on those data, so re la gore the minimum ke 50, and then Q1 ge o ka lebelela this data ke the same data ra go šomiša previously. Re find Q1 and Q3, and then re kry-ile gore Q1 ke 52, and then now let's find Q2, which is the median. So o ka šomiša this formula ge o nyaka go find the median. Position ya Q2 e lekana le n plus 1 divide by 2, and then n, remember give the number of values in our data: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So re la gore n it's 7, so re na le 7 plus 1 divide by 2, and then 7 plus 1 ke 8, and then 8 divide by 2 ke 4. So re la re Q2 ya rena re go kry-a in position 4. So this is position 1, position 2, position 3, and then position 4 re na le 75. So it means our Q2 ke 75. And then remember Q3 re kry-ile gore ke 82, and then the maximum ke the highest, so ka kgona bona gore the maximum ke 95. So re la gore based on this question re findile the 5-number summary. So always the question re find the 5-number summary, we find the minimum, Q1, Q2, Q3, and maximum. So now I level the last one. The last one is draw a box and whisker diagram. So actually box and whisker diagram it include a minimum, Q1, Q2, Q3, and maximum. So I want to box and whisker diagram ra bolela ka eng. So box and whisker diagram ra bolela ka something like this one. So this line and this line re bitša gore ke a whisker, and then obvious this one is a box. So that is why re ke a box and a whisker diagram. So on this box and whisker diagram, this line ya mathomo it represent the minimum, and then mo box la rena le thoma gona it's Q1, and then mo gare ga le box ke Q2, and then mo box le felelago ke Q3, and then on this whisker ya mafelelo ke maximum. So minimum ya rena re kry-ile gore ke 50, so re la gore this is 50 o lebana le minimum, and then on the Q1 re kry-ile gore ke 52, and then Q2 ya rena re kry-ile gore ke 75, and then on Q3 re kry-ile gore ke 82, and then maximum re kry-ile gore ke 95. But make sure you are always go draw your box and whisker diagram o šomiša the scale, ga o no ngwala these numbers. O ka no šomiša scale sa 10 20 30 40 until 100, it dependa gore data ya go e bjang, and then wa kgona go ngwala your minimum, your maximum, Q1, Q2, and Q3 based on your scale. And then again sometimes o tlo tshwana gore tsebe gore this Q1 re bitša gore ke first quartile, and then again re bitša gore ke 25th percentile, and then this one ke 50 percentile, and then this one ke 75 percentile. Ke no rela gore sometimes in the exam question e ka no re find the first quartile, what's our Q1, or it can say find the 25th percentile, and then what's our Q1, and then if it says the 50th, and then what's our Q2, and then if it says the 75th, and then what's our Q3 percentile as in this way. Re is the 50 percentile. Remember our Q2 is the middle, so ke mo magareng. So actually it's divided into percentages. In order this is 50%, and then Q1 ke 25, and then Q3 ke 75. So this is a box and whisker diagram. I'm not saying o tshwanetse gore o ngwalela gore 25, 50 and percentile. So all that I'm saying, or sometimes question e ka nna mo wena in the exam ya re calculate the 25th percentile ba file this data ba no rela gore find the Q1, and then if it says the 75th e no rela gore find the Q3. So this is the box and whisker diagram, and then this is the 5-number summary. And then just for clarity, something very important, go draw a box and whisker diagram. O ska thoma pele ka draw ya box and whisker, and then wa insert the values. Thoma pele o draw something like a number line using the scale, and then thereafter o draw a box and whisker based on those numbers. Let's say for example, this is my number line, and then let's say this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 and so forth. Ke shomisitse scale sa 10. So, and then let's say my minimum was 5. Rela or minimum yaka over here, and then let's say my Q1 is 10. Rela this is Q1, and then my Q2 obvious rela is 20, and then my Q3 let's say is 45, and then this is the maximum. So automatically wa draw the scale, and then after that wa lebelela gore minimum wa ke bokae, and then wire on that number line above wa draw this line, and then wa dira Q1 wa dira Q2 based on their numbers. So now another thing very important ke nyaka highlighter in many questions ba tlo recommend on your box and whisker diagram. After drawing a box and whisker diagram, question e tlo o comment ba nyaka re tlhalosetse gore data ya gago e distributed bjang. A re lebelle this situation because obvious re na le only 3 situations. Re na le this situation re o draw ya box and whisker diagram, or wa ba le this one, and then wa ba le this one. Let's say o drawile box and whisker diagram ya gago, and then e go file this shape. Remember already this is Q1, Q2 and Q3. Ge o ka lebelela here o ka kgona bona gore the distance between Q2 and Q3 e feta the distance between Q1 and Q2. So ge o ka re draw ya box and whisker diagram wa kry gore the distance between Q2 and Q3 ke kgolo. So ge re commenda re re is skewed to the right. Re ba botsa re data ya rena it's more ile to the right, so re skewed to the right, or we can say positively skewed. And then ge kwa re draw ya box and whisker diagram ya gago ya ba in this way, ka kgona bona gore this is your Q1, your Q2 and then your Q3. So ka kgona bona gore the distance between Q2 and Q3 ke nyane. So in other way o ka kgona bona gore this one ile to the left. So ge re interpret this one gore skewed to the left, or were negatively skewed. And then what about this one? Ge o lebelela this one, o ka kgona bona gore Q2 ya gago it's in the middle, e mo magareng ga Q1 and Q3. So if it's in the middle, it's symmetrical. So this is very important. Ge e le gore data ya gago ile more to the right, it's positively skewed or skewed to the right. Ge e le gore e more to the left, and then we say negatively skewed or skewed to the left. And then ge e le gore is in the middle, we say symmetrical. So that's how we comment on the box and the whisker diagram.